What's up, everyone? Welcome to this day in Philly sports history for August 6, 2023. I'm your host, Jim Montgomery, coming at you from the Baltimore Harbor, live from the restaurant at the Marriott on the waterfront. So that's where the classy music is coming from, and I apologize as they're getting set up for breakfast. But I always said we need to class this thing up a little bit, so hopefully you're enjoying the background music. But good win for the Phils, 9-6 over the Royals. The pitching was a little but good to see the offense snap out of it. Trea Turner, the standing ovation seems to help him with his confidence. First extra base hit since the All-Star break, first home run since before that. Hoping that this is a sign of things to come, and he can really start putting it together. They look to take that series this afternoon. They currently have a 2-game lead over the Reds in the wild card, and they're only a game back of the Giants, who, if the playoffs were to start today, that's who they would play. So our old pal Gabe. But again, they're looking to take that series today against the Royals. Pretty big game. They do need to take that series. So. All right. If you want more Phillies coverage, check out our friends at 2008 Phils. They have the world's largest email newsletter. For a limited time, they're giving a 75% off a subscription specifically for this day in Philly sports listeners. Check out the link in the description for your exclusive link. The subscription gets you access to everything they have on their site, and there's some really good content on there. Access to the discussion boards. You get that 2008 World Series banner t-shirt. 2008 Phils will follow your Twitter account, which is good if you're trying to grow your brand. And access to ticket giveaways, autographs, other memorabilia, and it's all for just $20 a year or $2 a month. Definitely worth it. So check them out in that link in the description. You won't be disappointed. While you're checking things out, new Back to the Future dropped this week in honor of the Hall of Fame induction for the NFL this week. We looked at Randall and Donovan and kind of took a deep dive into their Hall of Fame credentials, which for all intents and purposes, they're probably borderline, but go check that out and make a compelling argument for both of them. That's Back to the Future with a PH wherever you get your podcast. All right. Well, there's not really much movement on the Sixers front today, but that doesn't mean we're not going to talk Sixers. On this day, we're going to go back to 1963, and on this day, the Syracuse Nationals were officially renamed, and the owner of the Nationals, who bought the franchise and moved them to Philly, Irv Kozlov, decided he wanted to have a contest to rename the team after moving them to Philly, and basically ran it through the newspaper. 9 people submitted the name 76ers. However, the most popular name that was submitted was the Colonials, which would have been pretty cool and still ties in with the Philadelphia aspect of it in the Sixers history. So the name was basically chosen by, I don't know if it was a group, I think it was a group of newspaper reporters actually chose the winner. And since they chose the Sixers, they had to choose one of those people. So the winner of the contest not only got to be responsible for the name of the new basketball team, but got to go out to San Francisco that season to see the new Philly team play the old one that had left. That was the Warriors, and the winner that was chosen was Walter Stahlberg of West Collingswood, New Jersey, and he's credited as giving the Sixers their name. Along with submitting names, the people in the contest had to submit like a 25-word or less rationale for their choice, and Stahlberg's rationale was: no athletic team has ever paid tribute to the gallant men who forged this country's independence, and certainly Philadelphia, Shrine of Liberty, should do so. So that's how the Sixers got their name. Won a lifetime pass to Sixers game. He ended up dying in 1980 before seeing his second championship. But on this day, back in 1963, the Sixers were born through a contest. And I think everybody knows why the Sixers are named what they are, but now you know how it came to be. Walter Stahlberg won a contest to name the Sixers, and that's the 76ers name beat out names like the Colonials, and I'm sure there were other things as well. But on this day, Walter Stahlberg of West Collingswood, New Jersey, is responsible for the 76ers name. All right. We are going to go back to our 31 questions in 31 days for the Eagles. And today is a pretty simple one, and that is Quez Watkins. Last time we saw him, he was dropping that dime that Jalen Hurts threw to him that would have given them the ball at worst inside the 10. Likely would have led to a worse field goal and put the Eagles up 27-21, but instead it was 24-21, and we all know how that game played out. In the grand picture, I don't think Quez probably got a lot of his, I guess, being yelled at or caught a lot of slack for what happened in the Super Bowl. However, it was a pretty pivotal play. The Eagles did go out and sign Olamide Zaccheaus to give him a little bit of competition, but so far in camp, all accounts are saying that Quez came in with a chip on his shoulder due to that drop, and he's basically locked up that the slot receiver position. He comes in and says he's an elite receiver. And again, like all the accounts I'm hearing from camp kind of prove that and say, yeah, he's doing what he needs to do. And I think that's only good for the Eagles. I think if Quez is really going to take that next step and get over the fact that he had the biggest drop of his career in the biggest stage and the biggest game of his career, then that's only going to do well. We talked about AJ and Devontae yesterday. That's only going to serve them better, because now who are you going to cover? And then if Goddard's going to have a year like everybody's thinking he is, all of a sudden this offense, like I said, I mean, it's dangerous. I think the running game is going to be better if you have a focused Quez Watkins with a chip on his shoulder that's really going to open up the underneath and allow AJ and Devontae to get open on the outside. I mean, we could be looking at a historic offense here, and it's not that far out of the question based on what I'm hearing that Quez is going to be able to do that. And then you throw Olamide Zaccheaus in there as a fourth option. I mean, this could be the deepest receiving core in the league. But I think if you just get a solid Quez Watkins who's focused, and I'm not saying he needs to go out and have 750 yards or 1,000 yards or whatever, but just make the catches underneath so you keep the defenses honest and allow AJ and Devontae to get open on the outside. I mean, Jalen Hurts is going to have his pick of whatever he wants to do and who he wants to throw to. And then, oh yeah, by the way, he can run too. So, I mean, I'm looking for big things from this offense. And if Quez Watkins can come in and do that, I think the Eagles are going to be good. So that is our question for today. And you know who you don't have to have any questions about? phillygoat.com. Go check them out. They have the biggest selection, I feel, of and best selection of Philly sports-based apparel out there, whether it's Sixers, Eagles, Flyers, Phillies, Union. We've talked about Philly boxing. We talked about their neighborhoods, Philly Pride. I mean, you name it, they got it. They have some great Kelly Green hoodies if you want to start doing some back-to-school shopping, getting ready for the season. Go check them out, phillygoat.com. Use the promo code Jim Montgomery. Make sure it has the Philly Goat on the sleeve. And again, even here in Baltimore, I'm seeing Philly Goat stuff. Not many. There's a lot of Mets fans here because they're in town. But I've seen a couple Philly Goat hats and one other T-shirt too. So you don't be left out. Go to phillygoat.com. Use the promo code Jim Montgomery for 10% off of your order. All right, on this day back in 1963, the Sixers officially got their name. A contest that was run by owner Irv Kozlov, and Walter Stahlberg of West Collingswood, New Jersey, is credited with the Sixers name. He got to go out and see them play the Warriors that year. I think he threw the opening tip-up to the first home game, and then had lifetime passes to the Sixers game, which is pretty cool. He saw some good teams from 63 to 80 when he passed away. So that's how the Sixers got their name. Kind of like Stella got her groove back. That's how the Sixers got their name. It was 76ers, and then the writers actually coined the term Sixers. So we'll see. Phillies looking to get that series against the Royals today. We're going on a pirate ship adventure before we go home. It should be fun, but a good time was had at the aquarium yesterday. Always fun. It was a little hot and crowded, but we're looking at fish, so it was pretty cool. But this has been This Day in Philly Sports History. I'm Jim Montgomery. Go have yourselves a Sunday, and until next time, I'll see you when I see you.